Empowerment Radio Network. Empowerment Radio Network.
Hi, thank you for holding. Welcome to the Bev Smith Show.
It's the Empowerment Radio Network. Get empowered.
And we'll just talk, you and I, about what's happening in America.
Inspiring, motivating, empowering. It's the Empowerment Radio Network.
Well, let me get your definition, Mr. People Scholar, on what you call progress.
Empower yourself so that you can empower others. This is the Empowerment Radio Network. Get empowered.
Hi, thank you for holding. Welcome to the Bev Smith Show.
Inspiring, motivating, empowering. This is the Bev Smith Show. Get empowered.
Well, hello there. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hope everything is going well with you and you are ready to, what do the kids say, Brooke? Conversate. Because that's really what we're going to be doing. We have some power-packed guests for you. Run and tell your folks Miss Bev is on the radio and ready to talk, and you get ready to listen. Just want to take a moment before we introduce you to our guests to thank all of you who are contacting me through our website, bevsmithtalks.com, and emailing us at thebevsmithshow@gmail.com. and getting involved and going to our Facebook page. Am I doing it right, Brooke? Aren't you proud of me? Facebook / Bev Smith Now. Okay, that's it. Because lots of you are asking, how do we get in touch with you? And you need to join our conversation. It gets pretty heated up. We're blogging more and more and more, getting pretty heated up. And I want to tell George Curry, who has invited me to write a bi-weekly, I should say, commentary. Is that what we should call it, Brooke? A commentary. I want to tell him, you'll have it Monday. It's almost done. I've never done this before. I've written articles before, but this is a regular thing, so keep your fingers crossed that all will go well. I am excited about having this guest on the show because for a very long time, for those of us who watched him as he worked his magic, he became not only a friend but a mentor. He founded this company, and if you are in advertising and marketing, the name Tom Burrell is one that is familiar to you. He is the founder and chairman emeritus of the Burrell Communications. He's the author of a book that's called one of the top 65 books in America, Brainwashed. And he has started a firm that was really, at that time, unique. There was nothing like it. There were other people who had been in advertising, but for Tom Burrell to enter into this highly competitive recent market and to grow internationally as he has makes us proud to know him. He's with us to talk about so many things, and we are delighted to have our friend Tom Burrell with us. Join me as we welcome this icon, this inductee into the Advertising Hall of Fame, Tom Burrell. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Bev. The first thing I want to say is that I'm proud of you, too, because I know how difficult it is to make this transition into this 21st century technology thing. So I join your fans in congratulating you on getting all this Facebook and blogging thing together, because I know that that's what I'm about, and at the age of 73, and it's something that we really have to get on top of, because if we don't get on top of it, it's going to get on top of us.
Oh, we'll be left behind, absolutely. I didn't know you were that old, Tom. I didn't know you were in your 70s. I thought you were, 65 and talking trash.
I masquerade, as a younger person,
This is good to know. Someone asked me a question when I told them you were going to be on the show. How did he do it? How did he jump into the advertising field? How did you do it? What made you do it at a time when racism was even more pronounced than it is now?
Well, one of the things I say when I get asked that question is, I was fortunate to have a kind of a missing gene, and that's the sanity gene. I was missing it. And people were telling me that I was crazy to even think about that. I was told that even at 18 when I was getting into college and taking advertising courses. I had well-meaning forget about it. You're not going to get into this thing. They're not going to hire you. And so I just said, I don't believe you. And I said that if they hire one person in the whole international field of possibilities, I'm going to be that one person if we don't do anything else. So I went on and I had that crazy Gene take over and say, well, I'm going to do it. People were giving me all kinds of notes of congratulations for even trying to do this thing. And I said, I don't even understand what you're talking about. This is what I'm supposed to be doing.
It's amazing how people will look at what you're doing. I have to tell folks, this is a business that I'm in where people will say they will help you. And when you go and ask for help, they're not there. Hello.
Hey, I had that experience.
Hello. But I want to thank, and I want to make this national. Hello, New York. Hello, WRL family, for joining us. I want to let everyone know that's listening to us now that Tom Burrell was a man of his word. I got on the telephone and I called him. I told him what my dream and my passion was. And I said I needed help. And I just want to thank you for McGee and Linda. And thank you for sending me to Abe, my buddy, my pal. Thank you. Okay. I just talked to Mickey yesterday, and the guidance that you guys are giving us, because we're embarking, as you did, in a new field, because it's one thing to be a talent and have a syndicator, and the syndicator takes care of all the business, but to be the syndicator and the talent and the owner, it's a new world out there.
Hey, I believe you can only be judged by how many people you reach out to and help. That's the only meaning of legacy. You know, it ain't how many bucks you got. You know, when you cut out of here, it's how many lives have you touched. You know.
Well, I wanted to give you your flowers while you could smell them.
That's right.
because I have been telling everyone this has been a real interesting experience. It's going to be in the book Talking While Black, and I just want to thank you right away. I'm dedicating in the front of the book to my parents and to you and to the Burrell Communications for what they have done. And I just want to let you know that as we move on. Now, having said all of that, we are living in some most interesting times. Are we really as brainwashed as you challenge in your book?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it, and I wouldn't say it if I hadn't thought about it pretty thoroughly over the last 40, 50 years as I got into this business of basically, when it comes down to it, business of propaganda. I mean, I have been in the business of trying to figure out how people think and figure out how to push buttons to make them do things and feel things, think things, and do things. And I can tell you that as a member of the brainwashing family that we have, you know, it's one thing to have attitudes and take actions without thinking about them deeply. The real thing is, what attitudes and actions do you have? Do you have constructive attitudes and take constructive actions, or do you have destructive attitudes and take destructive actions? And unfortunately, given the way that we came to this country and the circumstances that we were brought here under, we have been intergenerationally trained, conditioned, brainwashed to participate in destructive thoughts, feelings, and actions, particularly against ourselves.
I call it human engineering, and when I do my life challenging classes, I call it human engineering. The puzzle for me, because you were in the advertising business, and I don't know, I still have D. Park Gibson's book. I still have the stuff that he did as he went to the beer company and to the cosmetic companies. I mean, this is another black man that was unbelievable. And I took